Hi, everybody. My name is Madicken. I work on YT. You maybe have seen some messages I've sent to the mailing lists. And yeah, so a lot of my work is around development and maintenance of the project. And so I decided today that I would do a little bit of a different talk because I love getting to see everybody's cool visualizations and the science that everybody's doing. And so, I really look forward to these events because I feel like we get to actually share what we're doing. But other than when we're at these workshops, we don't really get to see this. And I feel like we maybe should try to do something to fix that. So I know this is our favorite homepage. I'm sure it's bookmarked and it's everybody's like immediate page that's brought up when you launch your browser, right? Okay, well, I'm gonna laugh at my own jokes since it's silent, but that's okay. So we actually do have a YT blog. I don't know if any of you have gone to this recently. So if we go to this, we can see that there's some nice posts. We have some examples of using YT. We also have some announcements about governance, but you can see the last update was in 2015. Which is quite a while ago. And I feel like we could maybe change that. So what I've been working on is a new blog for YT that we can launch that maybe will be a little bit easier to interact with. And maybe, maybe all of us could be encouraged to write some posts about our science in the blog. So when I was thinking about what would be cool if I was looking at YT, something that I really like to see that I thought would be nice is if we could filter by tags. So maybe we want to see all the posts that have to do with phase plot. If Stephanie is browsing the blog, or maybe you want to see only posts that have to do with the way users interact with YT, or maybe people only want to see tutorials about how people are using YT. So I tried to find a theme for that. And so right now this blog is only on my personal page. I'm hoping we'll be able to get it into the YT project org on GitHub. But so this is what it looks like right now. So I've ported some of the old posts. And we can see that exact post from the blog over here, this line integral convolution. And it's here. And so we have like a little preview of cool images with each post. And for things like governance, I chose some stock images that were CC0 that I thought would be nice. And we can also filter by these tags. So if I only want to look at annotations, I can see these. Or maybe I want to see things to do with surfaces and volume rendering. I can see that. And I just want to point out that I am so impressed by how long so many people have interacted in the community. I think you'll see, even with the few posts I've ported over so far from the blog, there's a ton of people who are even involved in this meeting. So also, in addition to some tags, which I decided were more fine-grained, tags of specific features, we also have some more generic categories of posts. So I have development and tutorial, and eventually I would like to have one that says user stories, where you could maybe write a narrative post about how you're using YT. So basically the talks you're all giving as a post on the YT blog. So if I filter by the category of tutorial, I can see the post that I just said was sort of like a tutorial of how to use a specific feature. And then development are sort of updates to do with the development of YT. So, our governance, our relicensing. And again, I want to say that our blog is a little out of date because we already have an updated governance. We worked on that last year, so things are a little different. So, okay, this is really cool. Maybe now you're like, Madicken, I really, really want to write a post and I want to submit it. And I hope that's what you're thinking. I hope I've convinced you that this is going to be really cool. So you can do a post one of two ways. So this is a blog in Hugo. Oh, one other thing I want to show is that we also have a little nice about page that flips. And so you can see some cool extension modules that you've maybe heard about already, some info about YT. And so this is just like our sort of about YT page. Okay, so now you want to submit a post to the blog. This is a page in Hugo. And so let's say I'm like, I want to submit a post to this. Madicken wrote such a cool thing. I am going to clone it and I'm going to submit a pull request. So this is a blog in Hugo. So if I want to do a new one, I can say Hugo new posts. And I'm going to just do one that says cats for now, because I'm going to do a different example of a post in a second. Okay. And so then Hugo says, I've created a new post in this place. So I'm going to go to this content post cats. And there's a nice little header on the top with the post title. And I'll say, and you can also have a web page, and this will link at the bottom of the post. So like on this preview, we can see Matt's, I just chose his homepage for that. So we're going to say, and we'll go back and get rid of the comment out here, because you don't have to have your author link. And then we don't have a cover.jpg, but right now I'm just going to make the cover the YT logo. Okay, so then down here we have a little summary, and then below the HTML comment is the bulk of your post. So on this particular theme, all of the short sort of summary is going to be what renders here on each of the tiles of the post. So let's say, and okay, so I've written probably the best post in the history of the universe right now. So, okay, I'm going to save it, and then I can preview it. I can do my Hugo server, and then it'll preview it locally, and we'll see what it looks like. Hopefully it'll be there. Yes, here we go. And I apparently did the URL to the YT logo image incorrectly, but we can see here's my post. It's a 1-minute read, and I can check out the post. So that's really nice. So you can do it locally, but let's say you're like, Madicken, I don't feel like learning a new thing. I think this is sort of silly. I just really want to write up a post in, whatever I feel like, and then it gets added to the blog somehow. Well, you can do that. So if we go to the page where I have the blog, I've set up a GitHub action that will convert an issue into a post. And so you can write up your whole post in Markdown on GitHub as an issue, and we will use nice little GitHub robots to convert it into a post for you. So I'm going to show what that looks like, and then hopefully we can see what it looks like if we launch it live. So we're going to do a new issue. And this has all of the header information that was there before. And I've included some information about things that should help. So like sort of the categories and the tags and all that stuff like that. So we can get rid of this. And okay. Say this is actually going to be YT themed. That's why I did the cats post as my silly demo. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of these little HTML tags, and this will say community. And we'll call this a development category, but it's not really, but it kind of is, I guess. Okay, and so we're gonna say, so also when you create the issue, I want the title to be sort of short, because this is going to be the name of the markdown file that's generated by our friendly robots. And it's also going to be the name of the folder that all of your images are copied to if you put any images in here. So, okay, so we have the nice header. It looks good. And I'm going to have this short post about the YT users meeting so far. So I can add some nice rendering. There's some short codes that are in Hugo that like automatically will sort of link really nice things for us. So for example, Cameron has this, has his cool fire simulations on Vimeo. So we can do a Vimeo link like that. And then if we just know the number at the end of the Vimeo video, we can do that. And I think actually I need tags. I want to double check that just to make sure. Yes, I do need tags. Okay. Like little brackets like this. There we go. Okay, and then another thing that I've been enjoying is looking at the YT Twitter. And so I'm gonna post one of my favorite images I've seen recently on the YT Twitter.
Hey, Madicken.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you, John. Okay, so this is this is a particular tweet I've loved on the YT Twitter, but also our friendly robots will automatically copy images from our YT issue or that we create of our post, and it'll automatically sort of move it around. So I'm going to see if I have, okay, well, I'm just going to mess with it for now, but we'll change it later. I have a picture of a cat right here in my images. Sorry, everyone. But so if we can drag and drop images into GitHub issues and it'll automatically upload it to GitHub for us and create the markdown tag. And so if we do this, actually the script I wrote is automatically going to move this into the correct location in the folder for us. So okay, so maybe given the comments I've put here, maybe people will know what the Vimeo and the image is going to be. Okay, so now I'm going to submit this new issue. And nothing's going to happen right away because the bot is going to look specifically for the label to say publish. So if I say publish here, I'm gonna trigger now a workflow that's gonna generate this, including this very adorable picture of a cat, into a post. And we can see if it's working if I go to actions over here. And we have our 2020 users meeting post. And it should build in a little bit under a minute. So we'll see what it looks like. And if that does get built successfully, we'll see a pull request submitted by the bot in a second. Okay, so it worked. So let's go back to the issue. Okay, and we can see the users meeting thing is here, and we can see that our GitHub Actions created a new publish pull request, and it's notifying that it's been made. I've made it so I'll be a reviewer on all of these. So if you notice that there's something wrong with the way that your markdown file was converted from an issue, please let me know and we can fix it in the pull request. So here we go. Here's the post that I made before. And Oh, this is a little bit of a leftover from my debugging, but we'll ignore that for now. And then we can see that the image here got moved into this static image 2020 users meeting folder, rather than being the upload from GitHub. So let's say I really like this. I'm just gonna merge it and we're gonna see how fast this new post gets uploaded. So we'll go here, and I know I'm doing something bad. I'm reviewing and merging my own pull request, but if somebody wants to collaborate, they could merge it for me, but I'm gonna merge it here. And we also have a published GitHub action, so hopefully we'll see the new post now. Or in a second. It's gonna take 20 seconds to rebuild and then launch. Also, the tags do change colors, so don't worry about that. That's just like part of the way that the post works. Let's see here. Oh, I do need to fix something. Okay. Okay, so I didn't update the date and the post is in the future, I think, given what I wrote. Let's double check. So it might not render really quick unless I push. Okay, so I'm gonna quick fix this so we can see what it looks like. But theoretically it would work if you had properly updated the dates and I had not. So I'm gonna quick fix the date on the post, but it's exactly the post that we just merged, so. And we'll say I did this, oh, actually it should be here. Today's the 10th. There we go, it did work, never mind. Okay, so here's a short update about the users meeting. So here's Cameron's Vimeo of the fire simulations that we saw yesterday. And here's one of my favorite images on Twitter that I've seen recently using YT. Maybe we'll get to see how it was made. And then successfully, we have this cute little picture of a cat, and then my leftover debugging from last night. So that's my post and my talk, and I would be happy to take any questions.
Okay, thank you, Madicken. Anybody have any questions? Corentin, I don't know if you have a question or if you just have your hand raised from the last time. Oh, thanks, Corentin. Stephanie.
Hey,
Stephanie froze. Let's see if she comes back in a second.
really cool. This is not, oh shoot, my connection's unstable. Okay.
Yeah, you froze. You may want to turn off the video.
Okay. So this is not really a question. It's sort of a question. It's sort of a comment, which is, okay. I'm prefacing it so you can tell me that you're not talking to me after I say it. So my thinking was it might be fun to have another section. So you have development tutorials. You were going to do like user things. I wonder if it would be fun to have like papers, like a recent paper that used YT tag. Yes. And so then, that. Yeah. And so then people, don't have to feel a lot of pressure to write something new. They can just put up their favorite YT figure from their paper, basically.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. And it would be really cool if people want to do that, that they could give like a short summary. They could put their paper abstract maybe in the post and then link to the archive. That would be awesome. Another thing that I thought would be nice is if somebody develops a new feature that maybe, like maybe they do some cool second derivative thing or, whatever. They can show sort of a narrative doc of how to use that new feature on their own data. Something like that. So I think we have like lots of cool options. I really wanted the filtering to work because I think it makes it so much easier to sort of browse older things. So yeah, if we could see only the papers that are being published recently, I think that would be awesome. So I hope all of you support me when I email the YT users to get this moved into the YT project.org. But I'm going to port over all the rest of the old posts so that way we don't lose that content either. But so we'll have a nice little jump from 2015 to 2020, but obviously 2020 YT is going to look so awesome. So I feel like we need it.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. Thanks so much for this talk, Madicken.
Yeah, and feel free, feel free to add suggestions or ask for features on the blog too. I think it would be nice if our blog was really useful to everybody. And so I really want to make it good for everybody here.
I think we have time for one or two maybe quick questions from Madicken. Just gonna look at the chat.
Thank you for the positive comments, everyone. This is so sweet. I will tell you.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's really great. I will tell everybody, if you want to create this action, make sure if you write a shell script that it's actually uploaded with the correct permissions to GitHub, because you will get some very obscure errors and be debugging until midnight. So pro tip, just avoid that.